as promised, I'm filming this from Glastonbury. Very quick intro to this week's throat chakra video. As you can see, I've got my glitter on, we're here, we're in the healing fields, the green fields, and Glastonbury is such an amazing place to open your throat chakra, as you might notice, because I might not have a voice and the sound might not be very good on this, but I hope you enjoy this week's video as much as I've enjoyed the festival, and maybe I'll do a video on the festival at another time. Alright, enjoy the video. Thanks guys, bye. Hey, thank you for tuning into this week's video, and today I want to talk to you all about the throat chakra. So I want to talk to you about my own experiences of opening my throat chakra. I want to talk to you about places and locations that can help you to open your throat chakra, and just to kind of give my own take on how I've made the journey from being too afraid to post and being too afraid to share to now being on YouTube to, you know, even a small number of people and talking on my own about certain things that I would never have been able to openly talk about in such a public way before. So let's talk first about the throat chakra. So you may know that we have these energy points and chakra points in our body, and whether you want to call them chakras or you want to call them energy points, they are considered across lots of different religions and scientific movements to exist. One of them is in our throat. So obviously when we project our voice and we're talking, we are using our throat chakra. And it can be a chakra that can become blocked. So it can become blocked for a number of reasons. It can become blocked because we're too afraid to speak out about something. It can become blocked because somebody tells us that what we have to say isn't worthy and it's not worth the space, the air that it takes. And it can be really painful to be told that, and it can be really painful to feel like you don't have a voice. You're so shy, maybe you're not able to share your gifts and your expression with people. And opening the throat chakra doesn't mean that you are becoming kind of an opera singer or a presenter or a talk all the time person. I believe that it basically means that you're able to speak your truth and you're able to share your voice with the world. And that's so important for all of us to be able to do. And my experience with the throat chakra is that I found that very difficult to do. So just like the thought that I'm even making this video now and sharing it, and also as well, I've been really lazy today and I haven't even put any makeup on to do this video. So I can't actually believe that I'm sharing it also because of the way I look, but I'm okay with that. I've got to a place where I'm comfortable enough to do that, which I'm really proud of. So the throat chakra for me was really blocked because I felt that through my younger years, through like environments at home and at school, I wasn't able to be myself and I wasn't able to share my voice in the way that I felt I needed to at that time. So it was an unmet need, and I got very blocked here. And this also ties into like ancestral issues with women within my family not maybe being able to speak and express themselves. And now, as I've posted about in another video on trauma, and I'll post a link to Russell Brand's video on this, is that trauma isn't just in your own experience, it can be inherited within your genes. So if parents have had real difficulties with expressing themselves and they've been closed off, then we're going to take a lot of that on as the child. So my throat chakra felt like I wasn't able to share and I wasn't able to speak about things. I felt very blocked, and it took me years to be able to be at this point where I think it took me maybe 3 years from setting the intention of wanting to do YouTube videos to being brave enough and in the place, the healthy place from an ego state and from a personal mental health state to think I'm ready to do this now and I'm okay with however it's going to go. So I was able to do it from many years of working on myself. And it's interesting because like I talk to people at college or in my life, and they think I'm like really confident and must be have a really open throat chakra and be able to talk to people, and I'm not shy and I'm able to post these videos. So I think from the outside it looks to people like it's easy for me, but it really has been a journey for me to be able to find my voice and share on here. So part of that journey has been, well, it sounds like a cliche, but stepping out of my comfort zone. So I know somebody that runs a podcast, and they just recently did a podcast on the idea that, you know, you're like a little goldfish and you're in your bowl, and you might be in like a really little bowl, and you're the only goldfish, and you're like, yeah, I'm comfortable in here, I know the score. And then like you want to make the jump, like you want to make a YouTube video, or you want to start sharing content, or you want to make a career change, whatever it is. You've got to be that little goldfish that jumps into the bigger goldfish bowl that's next to you. And so you've got to go through that pain of like jumping, like feeling like you can't breathe and you're really uncomfortable, and then you jump in this new bowl and it's all different, and there might be other fish in there, and you've got to get used to that. So in order to open your throat chakra more, I would say one thing to do is to take like micro steps to speaking more, or it could be like public speaking, it could be talking with people that you don't know more, even if it's just like, I don't know, I'm on a train, I'm going to talk to the person next to me. We do that in the north of England, maybe people don't do that on the tube, but we do it here. And it could be that you step up and say, I'll do this presentation in work, or I'll give a go at doing this public speaking. It could be like that. It could maybe even be that you just start singing in the shower, if you don't already do that already, or you start to vocalize more when you're at home, and you just start to hear yourself. Like if you've had a closed throat chakra, you might not have ever heard yourself talking to yourself in the car. That can really help. I often run through these YouTube videos and say them while I'm driving in the car, and that really works for me. I know it works for other people too. So there's some things that you can do on a practical level to help open your throat chakra, and I've done all those things, kind of done more public speaking, done talks, and just built up, done a few like Instagram story videos before I started doing these. So just taking baby steps to move through that fear of jumping out of my comfy goldfish bowl into the bigger goldfish bowl, and that's really helped me. Then from a spiritual perspective, if you have a yoga practice or you have a meditation practice, you can use those practices to physically help you open your throat chakra through chants. That's really been incredible for me. I love to chant as part of yoga practice, and it's really powerful. Even just doing an om. So om is this universal, such a powerful sound. If you do om in unison with a room full of people, it's mind-blowing. It's so powerful, and it really helps you to harness the power of your voice. So I would recommend that. That's really good. And I think, yeah, so we're doing the public speaking, being more vocal, we're doing the chanting, which is really good. And the third one is we're kind of going up a notch, kind of like if you're like not so spiritual, you can do the first step. If you're into yoga meditation, you can try the chanting. You can also do like yoga nidras around different chakras, meditations. There's tons on YouTube. Just put in throat chakra meditation and you'll find one. And like kind of next level, if you want to take it further, is you can visit chakra points around the world. So there are points where at different places in the world where chakra points are said to be held as like the world has its own chakras. And the chakra for the throat is in Glastonbury. So I have just been to Glastonbury. When I post this video, I will just be back because I had to film it before I went. So, I mean, the throat chakra, the energy in Glastonbury is incredible, and it definitely does have an impact on what comes out. I mean, you can suppress things and then you go to Glastonbury and they're out. They're like out of your mouth and wherever they need to go. Whether that's kind of convenient or inconvenient, they're out. So that is something for you to consider if you are really passionate about opening your throat chakra more and understanding the power that it can hold. So I hope that if you are interested in the throat chakra, those points have helped. So let's just do a quick recap of takeaways. So number one is more vocalization, whether that's talking more with strangers or people that are out of your comfort zone, talking to yourself in the car, singing to yourself in the car, singing in the shower, and kind of doing all of those steps to start off with. And maybe if you want to start posting online, do some short videos on Instagram or something like that. No pressure, they are gone in a day. No one's going to see them again. And then, like I said, through yoga, through meditation, you can do throat chakra meditations, you can do chanting, which is phenomenal, and I found very helpful. And then lastly, you can go to throat chakra point of Glastonbury and experience that if you want to go on a sacred chakra pilgrimage of your own. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will be back next week with another video for you. And if you like this, you can subscribe to my channel, and I would love to have you here with me. So I will see you next time. Okay, bye.